Hi everyone, my name is Charlie and today I thought that I would do a first line battle for the books from my November TBR. The reason that I'm doing this is to decide which book that I wish to read next. I did consider that whole thing of doing a try a chapter challenge, which is something that I have done in the past. Then I decided that would actually take too much time, and when I considered that I also thought, but you're reading 6 chapters from 6 different books. You could just be reading that many chapters from one book. So I decided that it would be first lines. A couple of books from my November TBR aren't here. One is Parade by Rachel Cusk, and that is because I've already read it. I won't be showing the last Chronicle of Barset here either because I am already 200 pages into that book. And another book that I'm not going to be including in this battle is And the Band Played On by Shilts, and that is simply because I intend to read this over a few months, and so there's no point saying this is going to be the next book that I choose to pick up. However, let us read the first line of this anyway. By October 2nd, 1985, the morning Rock Hudson died, the word was familiar to almost every household in the Western world. AIDS. That is a really strong first line, actually. Let's hope that some of the other books in our TBR actually measure up to that first line, because I don't know what we will do if they don't. I'm just going to go through these books alphabetically, so that means that the first book I'm going to be looking at is Outrageous by Paul Baker. I have already previously read the first chapter and might need to do that again, but the first line of this book is: I turned 16 on the 23rd of May, 1988. Should I have gone with the first paragraph instead, do you think? Because that's just the first sentence, and it doesn't really do much, does it? I turned 16 on the 23rd of May, 1988. Apart from the fact that this person shares a birthday with my grandmother, and the 23rd of May, 1988 was the day that she turned 50, I'm not sure how this is going to fare. But that was the first line of Outrageous. Then we have The Emperor's Babe by Bernardine Evaristo, and this is a book that I borrowed from my friend Joy and is told in verse. So I'm just going to read until I hit a full stop. Who do you love? Who do you love? When the man you married goes off for months on end, quelling rebellions at the frontiers or playing hot-shot senator in Rome, his flashy villa on the Palatine Hill, home to another woman, I hear. One who has borne him offspring. I mean, it's already gone better than The Outrageous, so Emperor's Babe is winning. Then we move on to The Moonlight Market by Joanne Harris. You're probably getting fed up with me holding this book up. Every time I do, I end up enthralled by the foiling on the cover. Long ago and far away, the Moth King, known for his jealousy, uncertain temper and melancholy, courted the frivolous butterfly queen. Ooh, is it just because of how I feel about Joanne Harris, though? I do think that beat The Emperor's Babe, so currently we're 3 for 3. Will The Shadow Rising by Robert Jordan beat The Moonlight Market? Now, I'm not going to read the epigraph that Robert Jordan created for the book. I'm just going to go with the first line of the first chapter. The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. I'm pretty sure that I've read that before in a Wheel of Time book. As much as I do want to read The Shadow Rising before the end of the year, it didn't beat The Moonlight Market there for me. Another book that might is Rare Singles by Benjamin Myers. I am looking forward to all these books, but it would be nice to read a Benjamin Myers, wouldn't it? Ripples of energy run through the crowd like those from a stone cast into the sea's shallows. Ooh. Ooh. Has it beat the Moth King? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay, we're going to put the Benjamin Myers aside for a second because maybe Whose Body by Dorothy L. Sayers will beat out those two books. Oh damn, said Lord Peter Wimsey at Piccadilly Circus. Hi driver. Well, that didn't help at all, because that's a no.
A few moments later.
While I waited for a delivery driver to disappear and next door's dog to stop barking, I made a decision. And that is because I can't make a decision. I can't decide between The Moonlight Market by Joanne Harris or Rare Singles by Benjamin Myers. They are both two completely different books whose first lines I liked. This for its whimsical fairy tale quality, and this because it was very active and I liked the way that it was going to go. So rather than go off the first line, I'm going to read you the first paragraph of each of these and then let you decide which book I read next. So firstly, we'll go with the Joanne Harris. Long ago and far away, the Moth King, known for his jealousy, uncertain temper, and melancholy, courted the frivolous butterfly queen. They were very different. He was nocturnal, she loved the sun. He was sullen and taciturn, she was filled with merriment. Even so, they fell in love, and their wedding was held at sunset on the edge of a bramble wood, with all of their folk in attendance, and with dancing throughout the night and day. And Benjamin Myers, ripples of energy run through the crowd like those from a stone cast into the sea's shallows. He is hot, overheating, skin prickles and adrenaline, hollow legs. There is electricity all around him and in him. The room feels airless, a vacuum. All the clocks are melting. He feels like he is drowning in himself. The glare of the lights trained to the stage obscure his view, but if he squints from the wings, he thinks he can see familiar faces in the front row. Faces from the past, faces of those he has loved and lost, all ghosts gathered. Am I dead already, he wonders, or am I just dreaming? So there you go. They're the first paragraphs of each of these books, and I am going to leave it up to you to decide which one I read next. Do we go with whimsical urban fantasy with The Moonlight Market by Joanne Harris, or do we go with this story of an aging rock star, well, Northern Soul star, coming to Scarborough from America, and I don't know, maybe a tale of friendship. I'm not really sure where it goes, and that's Rare Singles by Benjamin Myers. You decide. I will leave a poll somewhere and you can pick my next read for me. And them's the books. Please do let me know which book you think I ought to read next, because I could not make a decision for myself out of those two books. They are both very promising starts. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and until next time, that is all.